Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 8 Episode 19. And they all lived happily ever after. Not. But I mean some did, some didn't, but we're gonna get on right into it. So, and then after I finish this recap, we're gonna preview the big tell-all that we about to see upcoming in the next month. So we're gonna start with I'm gonna start with Gina and Jasmine today. So Gina and Jasmine. So last week we left off with them arguing over if Gina filled out her paperwork. Jasmine had just won Miss Latina or whatever at that pageant she's been dying for. But then, like immediately after the pageant, they're at the hotel or whatever, and they just arguing about just stuff. And we left off with her asking about the paperwork. So we come back with this episode, and he's like, you know what? You see me fill out some things because I had you do some things. I have 80% of it done, and I still got like 20% more to do and everything. Jasmine starts crying and says, "Oh, you hate me, Gina. Oh, how could you do this to me?" Blah, blah, blah. And just being over dramatic like she always does and everything. You know, like if she's seen him do the paperwork and he's just not done, he's just not done. He didn't say he's not going to do it. He's just not done yet. He's going to get done. And then she was just like, "Well, I need that paperwork to go see my children, you idiot." She called him an idiot. And he was like, "You can go back to Panama now if you want," basically. And then, and then they just like stormed off and basically just slept in separate rooms. Oh, yeah. Jasmine asked Gina to get out of the room. He said no. So Jasmine left, got a new room, and charged it to Gina's credit card. Typical, just typical Jasmine. Typical Jasmine. I, just the over dramaticness is just annoying. So I mean, yeah, that was it for Gina and Jasmine. Next couple I want to talk is Ashley and Manuel. So Ashley and Manuel, same thing. We left off last week. We're celebrating Manuel's birthday. And then Ashley's sister gonna spill the beans on where the money is. Now everybody's out drinking and stuff. Everybody's drunk. So like they confronted Manuel about this $1,000 that Ashley gave him. Last week he said that he had it in a bank, but this week it turns out that was a lie. He said the money's gone. He lied about that. Now, he said that he's been paying out some debts in Ecuador and everything. And then he told Ashley, like, "Unlike you, I pay off my debts and stuff." And, Ashley's family is all mad and stuff, calling him a liar, using her and this, and that. And Manuel he's drunk. He's just trying to celebrate his birthday. And then, he just like gets up and leaves. And, so Ashley is like now questioning the relationship and everything. And so like after talking to her family, she goes out and talks to Manuel. Manuel says, "You spend your money on a lot of crap and stuff and everything. And I spend it on stuff important. But it doesn't matter, Manuel. You keep lying. You keep lying. You just said that it was in the bank and now you're saying it's gone and everything." And Ashley don't mind you talking to your ex, and sending money to your kids, but just be honest about it. And you're not being honest about it, bro. So he just leaves, calling everyone MFers and everything. Like just do grow up. I mean, both of them grow up, I feel like, because y'all know how I felt about Ashley and Manuel this whole season. So I'm not team Ashley. I mean, I'm not team Manuel. And I'm definitely not team Ashley. But I just think that Ashley's over dramatic, and Manuel does have a lying problem, or just not telling the full story. He doesn't know how to tell the full story. They had a nice moment a couple weeks ago, and now that. So yeah, that was Ashley and Manuel. Next couple I want to talk is, who should I go? We're gonna go with Rob and Sophie. Rob and Sophie. So we left off last week with Rob going up to Kay's house and breaking up with Sophie and her, having a meltdown. So in this episode, Sophie calls Rob. Rob leaves, and Sophie calls Rob to come back to talk about it. And this is what irritated me about this. Rob comes back to talk, and Sophie is just like, how could you break up with me? I should be breaking up with you and stuff. How could you do this to me? And just starts having a meltdown. And, Rob's trying to say he tried. Like, you're not here and everything. Like, I'm not trying to make you the bad guy. And then Sophie was just not listening. She's like, you think I'm the bad guy? This, and that, and everything. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I called you back to give you a chance to talk about it, and you're saying that. And what I gathered out of it was, like, they didn't get nowhere with their conversation. But Sophie is more mad that he broke up with her because she wanted to be the one to break up with him. It was pure manipulation in this moment because, like if Rob would have gave in and be like, oh, I'm sorry, just take me back and everything, then she would have dumped him just so she could do it. But Sophie's just more mad at the fact that she got dumped instead of her dumping him. Because she wanted to be the one who dumped him, but he's the one who dumped her. So she's more mad about that. So she's coming up and not hearing anything what he's trying to say. You're not freaking there. You're not there to work on your marriage. Ever since you've been married, you've been staying at this girl's house and everything. I understand y'all had problems. But if you wanted to work on, you can't live a married life like this. So you either got to be married and work together with it or not be married. And Rob is just over it. I understand, like, there's issues, online cheating and all that, with that, and Sophie just being a baby all the time, and Sophie's mother and stuff. By the way, Sophie's mother, she's back at it on Instagram and stuff. Like, I'm just like, woman, she don't stop. Like, for real, like let's just remember, Sophie's mom was in prison for a couple days for terroristic threats. And you hate Rob so much that you had to spend 5 days in prison because of your hatred towards him. That is way too much energy and stuff. So it's just all, I wasn't a fan of Rob, but Rob is actually handling this the right way, in my opinion. In the last couple of weeks, I've been Team Rob because he's over it. His wife won't come home. His mother-in-law is evil, and he's just over it. Her friends don't like him. He's just done. So I don't really blame him for what he's doing. So yeah, that was just that. Next couple I want to talk is freaking Angela and Michael. So Michael, now we're starting to get some of the reasoning behind, like, what's been going on behind the scenes. So we're filming on Christmas Eve. They have a nice family dinner on Christmas Eve, Skyla and Angela's grandkids. And Michael's trying more American food. He's not a fan of American food, but he's getting used to it. And Skyla at the dinner, the grandkids are asked, what's different here than in Nigeria? What's Christmas like in Nigeria? He said, oh, well, we have, we cook and stuff. There's some presents, not much, but we just cook and everything and whatnot. And Skyla had said to him, like, well, you said you're in America, like, I would be taking pictures, like, all the time and everything. Like, like, if I went to Nigeria, I would be taking pictures all the time. So, like, what's going on? And then Michael's like, well, Mimo had broken my phone. And everybody's jaws just dropped. Like, Angela broke Michael's phone. Now, I remember her taking the phone. It didn't show that she broke the phone. So okay, Angela's like, okay, basically dinner's done. Dinner's done. Let's clean up. We'll talk about this later and everything. So Skyla and Angela go into the kitchen, and Skyla asks Angela, like, Mama, why'd you break his phone? So apparently, right before he got his visa in Ivory Coast, he was supposed to delete that app of the Paradise Men thing. Well, Angela asked to see his phone, and it was still up there. He said that he's not in the chat no more, but he still gets notifications or whatever. That means you're still there, because if you get rid of the chat, you shouldn't get notifications. She sees it and then takes his phone and just like slams it and everything. And I'm just like, Michael. So I mean, okay, I don't like how Angela always be treating him, but Michael does be doing some stuff like that. Because she did forgive him from the cheating from 2022 and stuff and everything, but like she is, I mean, she's crazy, but this is why, like, I wasn't a fan of Michael in the beginning because of stuff like this. And like I understand, and I mean, I don't agree with how Angela handles things, but she does have a valid point, in my opinion. So Skyla like recommended her to get a private investigator, and so her and Skyla go out to dinner and meet up with this PI guy, and she explains her story and everything. And there was something that was left off that we did not see. Michael was talking to this woman named Cheetah, like Cheetah, like the Cheetah Girls and stuff. He was talking to this woman named Cheetah, and like part of the Paradise Men thing, and trying to help her and her husband with the visa and everything. And we didn't know about that. And I guess he added her number in a private like section of his phone or whatever and everything. And I'm just like, bro. And Angela, even like, okay, when they met up with the PI, it was 2 weeks after Christmas. And she said that he's been starting to get shady again. She said she got him a new phone, but she asked to see it because she had to fill something out. And like it took him a while to give her the phone, and like she scared him and he jumped and something like that. And she thought it was shady. I was just like, oh, here we go. So the PI guy said, like, I do have people in Nigeria. I do have people all around the world. And even if it's on the internet, even if it's deleted, we will find it. And I'll talk more about that later when we preview the tell-all. So we'll just prepare with that. So that was Angela and Michael. Now, y'all noticed something. I did the worst couples first in this video. Now let's talk about the real good couples of Happily Ever After. We're going to start with Emily. Next one will be Emily and Kobe. So Emily and Kobe coming back from Cameroon. They get back. Emily's pregnant again. Spoiler, Ben already had the baby, but she's pregnant. And she told, last week we left off with her telling her parents that, and now in their plans to move out and stuff. Well, Emily didn't get the reaction that she wanted. I guess like the more focus is that they want to move out the house. And Kobe said that they looked at some houses that, in his opinion, were all livable, but Emily's a little bit more nitpicking, and Kobe said rightly so. She's a mom. She's a mom. She's a woman, so she's gonna want things a certain type of way. Now, her parents didn't were making her feel a certain type of way, but I think it was just Emily being hormonal and pregnant and stuff and emotional and stuff that she didn't like what she was hearing. Like, Kobe made a promise to Emily's parents that they will not get pregnant a third time, like inside their house, and that if we do, we will move out. And he wants to keep that promise. So, like, Emily's parents and Kobe like tag team Emily on that basically, and Emily got really defensive because, like, I mean, the parents weren't saying nothing inappropriate. They were just like, like, okay, what are your plans? Like, how you gonna do this? How you gonna afford this, and that, and everything? Like, do you want to move? And she's like, I do want to move. I've been putting out the energy to go to these houses, getting realtors, and this, and that, and everything. But Kobe, and it's like, I'm living here to save up money for a house. I don't want to rent. And Kobe's just like, if we have to, we will rent and everything. And he like expressed his gratitude towards Emily's parents for taking him in and everything and stuff. But, Emily was just had a big meltdown. And I know certain people are going to be hard when they recap this on their YouTube channel. Certain people are going to be hard on Emily and stuff. I mean, do I think she overacted? Yes. But it's not a big deal. I'm not going to call her a bad person because she had an overact moment in this moment. So, but nonetheless, spoiler alert. One, Emily had the baby, and two, they had just bought a nice new house, closed on this nice brand new house that just looks amazing. And I'm excited and I'm happy for them. So, like, congratulations, Emily and Kobe. So that was them. Next couple I'm going to talk is Lauren and Alexi. So Lauren and Alexi, last week Lauren said that she wanted to have another surgery because she's not 100% satisfied. And this episode, like, her and Alexi got to meet up, go out to dinner with Lauren's friends and stuff. And she talked about the surgery and what she wants to do and stuff. And one of her friends is a therapist, and like asked her, like, instead of the surgery, like, have you ever thought about getting like therapy for your body dysmorphia or whatever it's called? And she never thought about it. And she basically, like, she expressed like how she feels, but then she pulled Alexi to the side and everything. And Alexi just said this best, like, Lauren, look, I don't have everything right with me. Like, I don't like my face, I don't like my hair, but if I want to change that, I have to do that myself. We can't just keep going under the knife just to get a easy fix when it comes to that and everything. He expressed how beautiful she is and everything. But he really advised her, and this was a genuine moment. He really just like confided in her and said that, I'm not 100% happy with myself, but I'm going to change that on my own. I'm not going to go under the knife and everything. Lauren says that she's not addicted to surgery, but she's all for improvement, and I see her point. But as I've been saying the whole season, Lauren didn't need all of that. So I don't know, but kudos to Alexi for basically like being a good husband in that moment. So that was Lauren and Alexi. And the last couple I want to talk is Patrick and Thais. So in this episode, we finally had Elise's birthday party, and they're setting up and everything, and bringing the cakes and presents and everything, getting ready. And Patrick and his father had a nice talk, and it was very emotional. Patrick started crying and talked to his father, and just like, you weren't there. And Thais wants to put boundaries on this apartment issue that we're having. And basically, the dad said sorry for not being there. Both of them were crying a little bit and everything. Like Patrick just feels like, like since like him and his dad are in good terms right now, he wants to help him and stuff and everything, which is great. But, Thais just wants him to not like take advantage of him, basically. And at first, he's like, "Oh, well, Thais might be just putting thoughts in his head and everything." But no, but dude, you weren't there. You weren't there, dude. So, like, she's just speaking for what it's worth. But they had a good moment, and then it was very, very emotional. And then they went back and celebrated the party. And finally, John and Thais had a good moment. Thais said to John that, you know what, I hate to admit this, but having you here in Brazil was a good idea. Because if it wasn't for you, me, Patrick, wouldn't have gotten the blessing from Thais's father and everything. And, so thank you. And I'm just like, now that's what I like to see. Patrick said this trip to Brazil was a success. It had its bumps along the way, but it was at the end of the day a success and everything. Now, before I preview the teller, I just want to say with the last three couples I covered, and I want to give a special shout out to these three gentlemen on this season of Happily Ever After: Kobe, Alexi, and Patrick. Watching them work this season was amazing because these three guys were great husbands and great fathers, and I admired them so much. And like what they had to go through and what they went through with their spouses and everything, and great fathers as well. I like those three, like really, really, that just kind of inspired me. Like I cannot wait to be a husband and a father one day. And watching those three guys this season work was truly an honor. And I don't say that much. I don't say that about hardly with a lot of people, but Kobe, Alexi, and Pat, like, thank you. So that is the end of my review. Again, we didn't see Ed and Liz, and of course Nicole and Mahmoud were taken off of TV, and that is it. We are finally done with the regular season of Happily Ever After. Oh my God, I'm so relieved. But even though we're done with the regular season, we're not done yet. We have a tell-all. We have the tell-all coming up next. Now, rumor has it that we're going to have a 5-part tell-all. We're going to do tell-all no limits, just like last season on Happily Ever After. We're going to have a tell-all no limits again. This tell-all is going to be really different. They're going to be living, instead of hanging out at a hotel like they did at the last Happily Ever After tell-all, they're going to be hanging out in a mansion, in a house. All 8 couples in one roof. Now, previewing the tell-all, at least with the first part, it's going to show like Gina and Jasmine, Gino, like Jasmine is like basically saying that Gino has an addiction to adult film content and stuff, and honestly, that's not something that Jasmine should be saying out loud, like on national TV like that. And this goes for Sophie too, because that's something that could get you sued. That is something that really could get you sued. And you're saying that you're like blasting your husband's information out like that, personal information like that, for the world to hear. Like that is like you could really get sued. Like, so I suggest that her and Sophie be careful with that and stuff, because it is not fair. It's not fair. So I guess that's going to be brought up. Now with Angela and Michael, in the previews, the private investigator is going to come out, and he says he has like over 100 pages of reports that I found on you, Michael. Uh-oh. 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 So, as I said, I don't always agree with how Angela handles things, but she does have a valid point. And this guy has found over 100, has over 100 pages of reports. This is gonna be funny. This is really gonna be funny. So then, also at the tell-all, we're gonna see Liz's new boyfriend, and he's gonna be there. She's gonna kiss him in front of Ed and stuff. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. And Ed's like, well, hope you can deal with the baggage, dude, or else you're gonna be sitting here just like me. But I can't wait to see how that interaction goes, cause now that's what he gets. That's what he gets. So then they're in the house, and Ed is in this season. Ed is in a hot tub again with certain people, and he's calling out Thais and Patrick, and calling them MFers and stuff. And Thais just had enough and just splashed them and stuff, just like how Angela splashed them in the last resort scene and everything. So another Ed in the hot tub scene getting splashed because he can't keep his mouth shut. So he gonna drive me crazy. Every tell-all that Ed is in, like, he just drives me crazy because he's the one who has no room to talk. I understand at a certain point that he gets tired of people going after him, but he be going after people harder, like, and just in an inappropriate way and stuff. So we see that, and then we also see Angela and Michael. I guess Michael told Angela's daughters that American women are stupid, and she, like, is screaming and ran after him, ran up and got in his face and stuff. Everybody's screaming, run, and everybody in the background is screaming, run, Michael, run, and stuff and everything. Like, I was like, oh boy. And then I also seen like, had Jasmine having a meltdown because with Gino, like, and also, I also seen Lauren and Thais are going to get into it, because I guess, like, Lauren's going to come in with some attitude, and Thais is going to call her out on it and everything. So Thais is about to get into a couple of fights. Thais, who would have thought sweet Thais going to be? She was quiet at her initial tell, but she's about to get in with Ed. She's about to get into it with Lauren and stuff and everything. And so I'm all for it. So this is crazy. Like, 5-part tell-all, everybody in one house together, boom, 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 and everything. So yeah, that's all the previews I saw for the tell-all. I don't know what the storylines were. Ashley and Manuel, Emily and Kobe, and stuff, but yeah, this tell-all is about to be crazy, and it's only crazy. The happily ever after tell-alls are the most craziest tell-alls out of every spinoff. It's just because you got all the worst couples, and then you got Angela having her moment, saying how she hates tell-alls and stuff. It's just gonna be a hot mess, but we all here for it. So I cannot wait to do it. So anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Yeah, again, we didn't see Ed and Liz or Nicole Mahmoud. I hope they give us, like, an update with Nicole Mahmoud. I doubt. I think Sean is just going to announce that they won't be joining the tell-all. Remember, Nicole and Mahmoud were, like, on the first, like, 12, in between, like, the first 10 to 12 weeks in those episodes and everything, first half of the season, and they were taken on TV. Mahmoud was apparently arrested for domestic violence on Nicole, and the rumor has it that he's in Egypt. And ever since their last time they were airing on TV, they just dropped off the face of the earth and been quiet on social media. So yeah. But we wish them luck. Yeah, but yeah. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap The Other Way. So I will see y'all again tomorrow. So have a good one. Bye, y'all.